Have you ever given your Shih Tzu a little piece of chocolate thinking it was just an innocent treat? A lot of people do that, trying to spoil their pup like a child after all. They're part of the family, right? But what many don't know is that this simple gesture of affection can turn into a big problem. Chocolate, which is delicious for us, can be extremely dangerous for dogs, especially for small breeds like the Shih Tzu. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Just picture it, your pup with those bright eyes, begging for a bite of whatever you're eating. It's hard to resist. But the truth is, not everything that's good for us is good for them. Chocolate contains substances that a dog's body simply can't handle well, and that can cause a lot of harm. Now, I'm not here to scare you, but it's better to know now and avoid problems later, right? The goal here isn't to make you afraid, but to help you feel prepared and well-informed so you can take even better care of your Shih Tzu. In this video, you'll understand exactly what happens when a dog eats chocolate, what warning signs to look out for, what vets say, and most importantly what to do if it happens. And if you truly love your pup, stick with me until the end, because every piece of information could make all the difference in your dog's health and even their life. And hey, while you're here, if this topic caught your attention, leave a comment below if you've been through something similar or if you've given your dog chocolate without knowing the risk. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more tips like this. Taking care of the ones we love is the greatest act of affection there is. The danger of theobromine. Did you know that the reason chocolate is so harmful to dogs, especially Shih Tzus, is because of a substance called theobromine? That name might sound complicated, but understanding it is super important to protect your four-legged friend. Theobromine is found in cocoa, the main ingredient in chocolate, and it's harmless to us because our bodies can eliminate it quickly. But dogs, unlike humans, have a much slower metabolism for this substance. That means the theobromine stays in their system much longer, and that's where the problems begin. It affects the central nervous system, the heart, and even the kidneys, potentially causing severe poisoning and, in extreme cases, even death. A real example of this happened with a Shih Tzu weighing only 6 kilograms who ate a medium piece of dark chocolate that fell on the floor. In less than 2 hours, he started vomiting, breathing rapidly, and shaking. His owners rushed him to the vet, and fortunately, he was treated in time. But if they had waited longer, the outcome could have been heartbreaking. This happens because the smaller the dog, the less chocolate it takes to cause serious harm. Just to give you an idea, 50 grams of milk chocolate can already be dangerous for a small dog like a Shih Tzu. And in the case of dark chocolate, which has much more theobromine, the toxic dose is even smaller. The problem is, many pet owners don't realize this and think that just a little piece won't hurt. But the truth is that one small bite can be more than enough to poison your dog. So no matter how cute they are when begging for a taste of your treat, remember, chocolate is not affection. Real affection is protection. Symptoms of chocolate poisoning in Shih Tzus. When a Shih Tzu eats chocolate, the danger isn't just in what they ate, it's in what can happen afterward. Chocolate poisoning symptoms can appear within just a few hours, and recognizing them quickly can make all the difference. One of the first signs pet owners usually notice is vomiting, often accompanied by diarrhea. That's the body trying to get rid of the theobromine. After that, your dog may become restless, anxious, start breathing heavily, or even start trembling. In more serious cases, seizures, rapid heartbeat, and if not treated in time, cardiac arrest can occur. A real-life example is the case of Tico, a 7-year-old Shih Tzu who ate a small milk chocolate bar that had been left on the table. In less than 3 hours, he started vomiting and breathing very fast. Luckily, his owner quickly realized something was wrong and rushed Tico to the vet. He was given medication and kept under observation for 24 hours. Thankfully, he recovered well, but it was a big scare. What many people don't realize is that symptoms can vary depending on the dog's weight and how much chocolate was eaten. In other words, what seems like a small amount to us can be way too much for a Shih Tzu's body. That's why, at the first sign your dog may have eaten chocolate, if they show any of the symptoms we talked about, the best thing you can do is take them to the vet immediately. Don't wait to see if it gets better. Every minute counts. Types of chocolate. Which is the most dangerous? Did you know that not all chocolate poses the same level of risk to dogs? That's right, there are different types of chocolate, and some are even more dangerous than others, especially for small dogs like the Shih Tzu. It all depends on how much cocoa each type contains. The more cocoa, the more theobromine, that harmful substance that dogs can't properly eliminate. Dark chocolate is the most dangerous of all. It contains a very high concentration of theobromine, and even a small portion can cause severe effects like tremors, vomiting, a racing heart, and even seizures. Semi-sweet chocolate is also highly toxic and should be completely avoided. Milk chocolate has a slightly lower amount of theobromine, but it's still dangerous. For a small dog like a Shih Tzu, even a small bar can be enough to cause serious symptoms. And white chocolate. It contains very little cocoa, so the theobromine content is minimal, but that doesn't mean it's safe. It's full of fat and sugar, which can lead to other issues like vomiting, diarrhea, or even pancreatitis in more sensitive dogs. One recent case involved Luna, a 4-kilogram Shih Tzu who ate 2 milk chocolate truffles that fell on the floor. In a short time, she became lethargic, her heart started racing, and she began to tremble. Her owner rushed her to the vet, where she received treatment and was kept under observation. Thankfully, everything turned out okay, but the scare was huge. That's why it's essential to understand that no type of chocolate is safe for dogs. If it falls on the floor, pick it up immediately. And never offer it, even if it's just a tiny piece. But it was just a tiny piece. If your Shih Tzu ate chocolate, the first thing you need to know is that acting quickly can save their life. A lot of people either panic or think they can wait and see if the dog gets better on their own, but that's a big mistake. As soon as you realize your pup ate any amount of chocolate, the best thing to do is contact a vet immediately. The sooner treatment begins, the better the chances of avoiding serious complications. Time is a crucial factor in these cases because theobromine starts acting in the dog's body within just a few hours. If help is given quickly, the vet can induce vomiting to eliminate as much of the chocolate as possible before it's absorbed. In some cases, stomach pumping and activated charcoal may also be necessary to help stop the theobromine from spreading throughout the body. In more serious situations, the Shih Tzu may need to be hospitalized to receive 4 fluids, medications to control the symptoms, and stay under observation until stabilized. A real-life example of this was Bob, a Shih Tzu who ate a large piece of chocolate cake during a birthday party. He started vomiting and became very restless, with a racing heartbeat. The family rushed Bob to the clinic, where he received treatment and spent 2 days hospitalized. Thankfully, he recovered well, but the vet explained that if they had waited longer, the outcome could have been much worse. So never wait to see what happens. Even if your pet seems fine at first, chocolate can start causing serious issues hours later. And of course, always keep sweets and chocolate far out of reach of your dogs. Safe alternatives. Is there such a thing as chocolate for dogs? After learning that chocolate is harmful to Shih Tzus, many people ask, so what treats can I give my dog? The good news is, there are plenty of safe and healthy options that they'll love and that pose no risk at all. Instead of giving chocolate, you can offer dog-friendly treats that are made specifically for their digestive systems. These days, you can even find dog biscuits that are chocolate-flavored, but without any cocoa or theobromine. They mimic the taste and smell, and they're 100% safe. These products are easy to find in pet stores and are a great way to treat your Shih Tzu without risking their health. Besides store-bought treats, fruits can also be a healthy option, but it's important to know which ones are safe and which aren't. Seedless apples, bananas, seedless watermelon, and small pieces of mango are great choices. They're naturally sweet and, in small amounts, they're good for your dog's health. But be careful, not all fruits are safe. Grapes, for example, can cause kidney failure in dogs and should be avoided entirely. Anytime you want to introduce something new to your dog's diet, it's best to check with your vet first. A real example is Lily, a 5-year-old Shih Tzu who loves treats. Her owner used to give her small pieces of chocolate until she learned about the risks. After that, she started giving Lily special dog biscuits flavored with carob, which looks similar to chocolate but contains no theobromine. Lily loved them, and now she gets those treats as rewards during training and for special moments. It's important to remember that affection is also a form of reward. Sometimes a new toy, a walk, or even some cuddles are enough to make your pup happy. My Shih Tzu ate chocolate. What should I do? A very common question among Shih Tzu owners is whether professionals, like veterinarians and pet nutritionists, really agree that chocolate is that dangerous. And the answer is yes. They all unanimously agree that chocolate is toxic for dogs, especially small breeds like the Shih Tzu. The reason always comes down to one substance, theobromine, found in cocoa, which dogs' bodies can't properly metabolize. This means that even small amounts can be enough to cause poisoning and put your pet's life at risk. That's why you'll never see a vet recommend chocolate for dogs. On the contrary, they always advise keeping sweets and human food out of pets' reach. Pet nutritionists emphasize that a dog's diet should be designed specifically for their needs. Their digestive system is very different from ours, so what's healthy for us can be dangerous for them. Experts also warn that many owners still have the habit of humanizing their dogs by offering leftovers or even desserts, thinking they're doing something nice. But the truth is, sometimes this kind of affection can turn into a health problem. Another point professionals highlight is that many emergency cases at veterinary clinics happen due to accidental ingestion of chocolate, especially during times like Easter, Christmas, and birthday parties. A real-life example was Nina, a Shih Tzu who was rushed to the vet after eating part of an Easter egg left on the couch. Quick medical attention was essential to saving her life. The vet who treated Nina explained that these cases increase a lot during festive seasons and always reinforces, chocolate and dogs don't mix. The emotional side. After learning about all the dangers chocolate poses to Shih Tzus, it's natural to want to know how to prevent this from happening, right? After all, no one wants to see their pup feeling sick. The good news is that with a few simple daily actions, you can avoid this kind of situation and keep your pet safe. The first tip is, never leave sweets and chocolate within your dog's reach. It may sound basic, but many accidents happen because packaging is left on low tables, couches, or even open backpacks on the floor. Shih Tzus are curious and have a keen sense of smell. If they catch a whiff, they'll go after it. Keeping things in closed cabinets or up high makes all the difference. Another important tip is to teach everyone in the household, especially children, that chocolate is not a treat for dogs. Sometimes, in an effort to be nice, someone might offer a piece thinking it's harmless. That's why it's essential that everyone understands how dangerous it can be. It's also worth informing visitors, especially during parties and holidays, to keep an eye on their bags and food that might be within the pet's reach. In these situations, it's common for Shih Tzus to be roaming freely among people and sneak something without anyone noticing. A real case that highlights the importance of prevention was Theo, a 3-year-old Shih Tzu who managed to open a child's backpack and ate 2 chocolate bars. The family only noticed when he started feeling sick. It was a scary moment, but it served as a wake-up call. After that, everyone in the house became much more careful, and now no food is left where he can reach it. With care, knowledge, and love, you can protect your Shih Tzu and avoid this kind of danger. And if you've already started taking these precautions at home, drop a comment below and tell us what's changed in your routine. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep learning with us. Now that you know all about the dangers of chocolate for your Shih Tzu, you can see how that innocent little piece can actually lead to serious trouble, right? We know it's hard to resist those loving eyes they give us when we're eating something delicious, but remembering that you're protecting their health is the ultimate act of love. Throughout this video, we saw real examples of Shih Tzus like Tico, Lily, Bob, and Nina, who all ended up in emergency situations after eating chocolate. In every case, what saved them was how quickly their owners reacted and got them veterinary care. But the best approach is prevention. Keep chocolate out of reach, choose safe treats, and educate the whole family on what's allowed and what's not. Remember, there are plenty of tasty and healthy alternatives to spoil your Shih Tzu without taking risks. With a little attention and information, you can make your dog's daily life even happier and safer. If you learned something new today, tell us in the comments. Who knows, your story or question might help another pet parent. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's the time. We're always sharing helpful tips, real stories, and lots of heartfelt content for those who love caring for their Shih Tzus. See you in the next video, and don't forget, true love is protecting.